Dear students, today we are going to learn our first lesson of civics, a life in society. So we are going to discuss following points. First point is, why did man feel the need for society? Second point is the social nature of man. So these 2 points we are going to cover in our first part. So let's start the lesson. In fifth standard you have learned about the evolution of man. So in fifth standard you have learned about the evolution of man, how man started, okay, how human being started, and how it got evolved, how it got developed throughout the years. It tells us that our present social life has taken shape through a process of evolution over thousands of years. So, right now, whatever we are, it is not just the matter of 1 or 2 years, it is the matter of near about thousands of years. So, it took near about thousands of years uh, of such kind of a development. So right now what we are handling or what we are actually doing, it is the matter of thousands of years. So we got that evolution because of the evolution over the thousands of years. Man has moved from nomadic stage to a settled social life. So now what is nomadic stage? Nomadic means what? Where man used to roam for food and for food and for particular shelter from place to place. So in those days man did not have any kind of a house or any kind of a particular place where he could live or he could settle. So that kind of life was called nomadic life, where man used to roam or wander from place to place. But right now human being or man is completely got settled because of that evolution. So because of that reason, the social life right now we have, it is because of that evolution stage. As you can see in this picture very well, how man used to be, how it got developed, and he started farming. And right now we have car, we have computers, we can talk with each other on cell phones. So because of that reason, the reason is obvious, the reason is the evolution of man. Man used to be nomadic, but right now human being is completely settled, that is settled life. So let's move towards our first point. Why did man feel the need for society? So why society is so important for us? So what first and very important thing is, what is the meaning of society? Society, the particular place where all we live together, where all we share our uh, thoughts, where our relations and all these things, where all people live in a community or in a society, that is called our social life, or that is called a society. A stable and secure community life is necessary for the development of individual as well as society. So if we want to get developed, if we want to get settled, we need a community life where all we live together. Suppose single person is living, so that is not called a society. Society is actually, means many people, or so many people actually make a society. In the nomadic stage, man did not have the stability or and security. So why social life is important? Because it provides you stability, stillness, and security. We feel safe when we live together. Suppose we are alone in a jungle or in a forest, so what will happen? We feel insecure. Why? Because other animals will attack on us. But suppose we are living in a group, suppose we are living in a society or a particular group, we feel stable as well as we feel secure. So these two things, stability and security, that we got in today's life, but that we did not have in nomadic stage. Because in nomadic stage man used to be live alone and move from place to place in search of food. When man realized that living in a group provides security, people came together to develop an organized way of life. This was one of the main motivations for the creation of society. So when man felt that it is very safe and it is very secure if we live in a group or if we live together, it will provide us stability as well as it will provide us security. Because suppose we are living in a group or suppose we are living together, it will help us. So that is the main motivation for the creation of society. So from here the society started forming. Living in society, man felt the need for rules to help with the smooth functioning. So why human being generally started living in society? The reason is obvious: man needed stability and security. So once man started living in society, he felt that there should be some rules and regulations. Okay, without rules and regulation we cannot imagine society, we cannot imagine a family even. Okay, so therefore man felt that if he wants the smooth functioning of society, he needs some rules and regulation for smooth functioning of day to day matter. It gave rise to convention, traditions, ethics and values, rules and laws. So what happened because of that functioning, that rules and regulations? It became very important for human being or for man to form some rules and regulation to function the day to day life smoothly and without any problem. So because of that reason it gave rise to conventions, and because of that reason what happened, convention started rising. What is convention? A belief. Okay, a belief, a strong belief which generally we follow from our parents. Our parents used to follow the same kind of belief from their parents. Okay, so these conventions started rising. Second thing is tradition. Tradition means what? Parampara, where you have to follow some rules and regulations which are actually made by the society. Then ethics. Ethics means what is good, what is bad. Okay, so that we have to decide. And values. Values means the important things which we have to follow, which are good or which are bad. We have to understand those things and we have to give them a value. So values are very important. So those values, those ethics are very important. Then rules and laws, these are very important things. Suppose we are living in a city and suppose there is no rules and regulation, what will happen? People will start doing whatever they want, and it will completely convert a city into a jungle or a forest where there is no rule and no regulations. You can do anything whatever you want. So suppose same thing we are going to do in the society, what will happen? A society will not be civilized. Okay, and that is the main reason the conventions, the traditions, the ethics, what is good, what is bad, the values, the good things in us, the rules and the laws, these things are actually started because of society, and these are very important for the smooth and very easygoing functioning of the society. Man's life in society became more organized and stable, and because of all these things, all these traditions, all these rules, all these laws, man's life in society became very organized, systematic and stable. Okay, so man started stable life, where man used to be, once man used to be live in a nomadic life where it was not stable, the life was not stable. He even did not know what is going to happen tomorrow, the next day what is going to happen, he is not going to know that. Okay, but right now we know that a life is stable, a life is much more organized in comparison of the nomadic life. So that is the very important thing, and that important thing we got because of society, because we are living in a society. So there are some rules, there are some regulations, there are some ethics, there are some values. So these things are very important for human being. Without them we cannot imagine a life. So a second point, now I think that you got the first point, what is the need of the society. The second point is the social nature of man. It is said that man is a social animal. Man is a social animal. Okay, so therefore man is social by nature. Social by nature means we cannot live without other people, we cannot live alone. Okay, and because of that reason we are actually, we have the nature, we have the basic nature that we always want to live in a society or in a group. We cannot live alone. We all basically like to live with one another, in each other's company and with people around us. We cannot live alone. We cannot live on an island where there is no one to talk or no one to live. Living with people not only makes us happy, it is also our need. So why we generally like to live with people? Because we feel very happy and we need the company of other people. We have many needs. For example, the needs like food, shelter, clothing are our physical needs. So these are our basic needs. It is said that food, shelter and clothing, without them, these are our basic needs or physical needs. Once these were satisfied, man gets the sense of stability. Once you get those basic needs, for example, suppose the need of food is satisfied, you have the shelter and you have the clothing, it means that now you are satisfied. Man gets a sense of stability, and once you get these basic facilities, you feel satisfied and feel stable. But that is not enough. But are these three basic facilities are enough for us? No. Suppose we get something, so we actually wants to get something more, and because of that reason our physical needs are once completed, we think about our emotional and psychological needs. So we also have some emotional and psychological needs. What is emotional? Related with our emotions, for example, emotions like anger, happiness, okay. And our psychological needs, psychological, our psyche, our thinking, the basic concepts of our brain, okay. So psychological needs, psychology is actually a science which studies our brain or our mind. So for example, to feel secure is an emotional need. When we are happy, we wish to share our happiness. So why these psychological and emotional needs are very important? For example, when we feel secure, we feel very happy, or we feel that is our emotional need. But whenever we feel happy, what we want to do, we want to share our happiness with other. Similarly, when we are sad, what we do, we wish to have somebody with us so that we can share our sadness also, so that we can tell our problem to other. We like the companionship of our family members. So suppose we are living alone, we cannot share our feelings, we cannot share our happiness or sadness with others. So what at that time we feel, we feel psychologically depressed at that time. But suppose our family members are around us, suppose we have relatives, suppose we have friends, so what we generally do, we share our feelings, our emotions, our happiness, our sadness, everything what we think, we share with them, and these feelings reflect our social nature. Because of that reason, social life is very important. Psychological and emotional feelings we generally share with our friends, relatives. So students, we have a box over here. As you can see, speak and write. You have got the first prize in a drawing competition. Will you keep it to yourself or you are going to show it to your friends? How do you expect them to respond? What were your feelings after their response? Felt very happy about the appreciation when someone admire you, जब आपकी कोई तारीफ करता है. Felt motivated to draw good pictures. Suppose someone is going to appreciate you, suppose someone is going to admire you, what will you feel? You will certainly feel very appreciated and motivated. You are going to draw the picture again, very good picture, okay. Write more about the feelings you experience. So what you will feel more, you can tell your feelings over here. So that is a small activity, you can share that activity with your friends. So now student, moving on, you know that food, clothes and shelter, with them now we have some more basic needs also. Next is education, and after that health. So these are the basic needs of human being. So for once human being used to have food, clothes and shelter. If we have these basic needs completed, then we feel very happy, we feel satisfied. But right now two more basic needs are important, and that is education and health. So these are our 5 basic needs right now. Due to the labor and skills of people in the society, a variety of articles are produced. So there are many people, those who are very skillful, those who are very much skillful in their work. They create something, they make various articles. Some people are good singers, so what they do, they generally sing. Some are sculptors, so they sculpt, they make statues. Some are very good writers, so they write books. So there are many people, those who are extra very talented. So what they do generally, they generally make the society a better place, because they add the variety of articles in the society. Education and health related services and facilities allow us to live with dignity. So when we have education and when we have health related services, what happen with us, we live with dignity, we live with respect. All this is made available in a society. So all these basic facilities we have in society. Do we have that particular facility? Can we have the same facilities in the forest? No. Why? In nomadic stage, did we have that same facilities? No, we did not have the facilities like food, clothes, and shelter. Those are our basic needs. So somehow we manage that. Somehow we manage that. But right now, so easily and so stable with a stability, whatever we have right now, that is much more convenient for us. Okay. So all these made available in a society. So all these facilities we get in society. A variety of industries and occupations help to fulfill our needs. There are many industries in our society. There are many occupations people do, and these things generally make our life fulfill our needs. For example, suppose we need books for studying, and paper for books. That is why occupations like manufacturing paper, printing, book binding, etc. also develop. So our needs generally convert. Our needs are basically um, important. Why these needs are very important? Suppose we want to read a book. Okay, so there will be people, those who are going to make books. Someone is going to print it, someone is going to bind it. In this way we will convert our needs into manufacturing companies or in occupations. Thus, the variety of occupations in the society help us in fulfilling our needs. This also leads to the development of our skill and capabilities. Our basic needs are fulfilled in society. So all our basic needs are fulfilled in society. Suppose we have some skill, suppose we have a talent, so we can make our talent more progressive with the help of society. Suppose there is no one to appreciate us, who is going to help us to make the thing better. Suppose basically you are a good singer, and suppose there is no one to listen your song, so where you are going to show your talent? Okay, so therefore society is very important, because society help us emotionally as well as psychologically. So we depend on each other for our emotional needs, such as security, appreciation. We need security. We want to live a secure life. We never want to live in a very terrorsome condition where you are continuously in a fear or in a terror. Okay, we need appreciation. Suppose someone is going to appreciate us, suppose someone is going to admire us or praise us, we feel very good. We need support. Suppose we do not have the support of our family, how we feel? How we generally feel very depressed, we generally feel low confidence. So because of these things we feel very good. Suppose we have security, we have appreciation, praise and support, our life become much more convenient and we feel independent. We generally feel very good, and therefore we are completely dependent upon the society. Okay, so students, our third point we are going to discuss in next video, third and fourth point. Okay, until then, thank you.